Mehru and Theraline. Heading home. What are you taking with you? Before I start giving recommendations.
Sure. Well, I always have my mantle, obviously. So ergo the mantle bleeds. But yeah. Comfortable clothes. I always have Lydia. I don't really have
Food.
Yeah, food.
That's kind of, you're like, oh, that's obvious. No, it's not obvious up until this point.
Food, cloak.
How much food?
How long are we planning on being there?
Why are you looking at me? I'm not going.
How long are we planning on being there?
A week, maybe 2.
Okay, then I would do 2.5 weeks worth of rations because I'm a hungry girl.
So
and I don't want to be locked down.
All the granola bars.
Yes, the inventor of granola bar is literally the top thing on her character sheet.
She invented a form of granola.
Yeah.
Theraline, are you helping in this, or your hope to eat half of her 2.5 weeks of rations and so make it into a week and a quarter worth of rations?
I'll bring my own food.
What kind of food are you bringing? How much? How are you carrying it?
We got baby.
Okay, so are we going by train or are we going
You're
by...
going by train.
Most
The
of
train
the
is
way.
going to get you as close as it can to that. Then you'll have to find your own.
It's taking us to
Was there a way that we could request horses from the school for rent? From the stables?
How have the horses been doing during this time?
Yeah. Because if I...
Well, the horses can eat grass, so as long as there's grass.
But it's also winter.
It's now summer, which means the snow has melted off the southern slopes of the hills. However, the amount of grass that has been growing is minimal.
Horses, I don't think the horses are in danger yet.
Yeah, the school has money. If you're taking horses with you, are you taking the horses' food?
Well, I was asking because I was thinking that the horses we could just put the food and rations on the horses and walk them. Including the horses' food, if that's a possibility for us. But if that's like, no, they can't carry that.
Oh, you can definitely get a pack horse.
Yeah, let's bring a pack horse or 2. So, since we're not riding them.
Only children can.
Yeah, if they're only pack horses, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. That can be your thing.
Okay, we can bring just one horse that carries both of our rations. Then.
That's cool.
What's your problem?
What do you mean?
Do you have a problem with horses?
Would that be a problem?
It's a problem if you don't tell me and then we get there and I have a horse and you're scared of it.
Well, as long as the horse stays over there, we're fine.
Oh my goodness.
The horse has to run. Don't expect her to help you catch it.
Looks like
Okay,
the
I'm bringing
rule
up that
of
horse.
thumb that we use in the
Okay.
US.
That's cool. If the horse, cool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, let the horse carry the
okay,
food.
so you have a horse,
Yes. That is a pack horse.
a horse that's a pack horse, and it is carrying all the food.
So it's going on the train with you?
Apparently.
Whose horse is this?
A school horse?
school's horse?
Apparently it's a
School
pack
horse.
What
well-educated
what
horse.
do you issue to them?
Checked it
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, what horse do you issue?
912.
Yeah, to her. I'm not there.
And you know what I'm capable. You know that I can ride. You taught me to ride. You know what I can do.
I love it. You know what I'm capable of.
This is our very best horse. Her name is
That they
Old
don't
Louie.
want to, but they don't want to ride it more. They wanted to carry food.
Yeah, I want a gentle horse.
May I offer you this donkey instead?
Sure.
If all you want it to do is carry stuff.
Yeah, that's fine. We take a donkey instead.
Okay.
Anyway, I would bring a comparable amount of food.
Are you equally afraid of
Meal
donkeys?
is half horse.
Oh, which is why
I
this
don't-
is way 1,200 pounds.
Yes.
By the way,
No.
There's a lot.
Anyway, do you still want our packing list?
the I need you in good faith to know what you're taking, so
And
that
not to
if you
change
suddenly
it?
decide that you need a crowbar, and you didn't pack a crowbar, you don't suddenly say, "Oh, but I have a crowbar." In
I did not.
I'm trying not to metagame. I assume that we're going there to find and bury her family. We're bringing food for the journey, probably something to start fire with, sleeping bags,
Maybe
a
some
shovel,
Some
a shovel.
Two.
A body burying shovel.
Unless you're just gonna like just watch me do it. Otherwise, we would bring two.
Yeah,
David has
shovel,
learned from
shovel.
facing off against my sister.
What I would also be doing is I would bring some linens and probably as inexpensive like perfumes or like embalming fluid.
Oh, I was like,
Oh, yeah.
as possible, and then like soap and water, like to
Look at you. You're so good at this.
blankets. Yeah, I'm assuming we're going camping for a very sad reason.
I wasn't intending camping, but like it's good to be prepared.
Oh, and also my halo.
Anyway, having packed
And my halo, so I can.
and your halo,
Gotcha.
There's a lot happening.
Yeah. Busy time.
Playing art or power?
so you get on the train. The two of you are on the train. You leave one. That means you head on across the river. You get to the train station.
I told you I was
Train comes in
leaving.
from the south. You get on the train. Part of that is getting your donkey on the there.
Hee-haw.
And the train goes north. I'm not going to go into the detailed descriptions like I have in the past, simply because I've done them in the past. I'll just say refer to those descriptions. But you are heading north, and as you head north, you don't see the weak relenting of winter becoming any stronger. As you head north, the train takes you over the mountains, and you see a lot of snow, you see a lot of ice, even forming up on the windows. And you descend down into the continental forest, where the trees are deciduous, they are barren. There are no leaves on the oaks, on the elms, on the beeches. There are no leaves on the maples. Pines, cedars, but for many of those, they still have in their shadow snow clinging to them. Heading north, you're actually going to be heading along a path that would be familiar to others, and I think maybe to you if you went on the grand trip, because you will be passing through the Unstrap. This is a familiar journey for you, and a familiar journey for you in a strange sort of way, because you came back, you were leaving home. This is
Not on a train.
but not on a train. This is summer, and the land is not as you have seen it before. You can see where people are trying to till fields, or have tried to till fields. You can see where the fields are plowed and tended to carefully, and that's it. It's soil that is.
Just like famine everywhere, or
Where at the train stations, when there's trains heading southward, you see people apparently carrying most of their living possessions. They do look gaunt. And it's surprising because, in one, you like theoretically, things are difficult. you begin seeing here a lot of people that are worn and tired and on the edge of broken. Now, these are not people going on vacation. These are people leaving behind their land, leaving behind their homes, and heading south, hoping to find food. You pass through Dionstrath. Things look a little better in Dionstrath from the standpoint that there's not as many refugees per se trying to leave, but you also see refugees coming into the city. You know that Julianne's father had been laboring hard to try to scrabble together food. The difference is he didn't have 7 years of excellent harvests and a forewarning. And so the people that are coming are going to put a huge strain on what preparations he's been able to do. The train leaves Dionstrath, heads north, crosses over the Mithrant River on a low bridge. The Mithrant River is wide. And eventually brings you, as it has turned westward, you've been following a line of hills that to the west. You've been traveling through the Mithrant River Valley, and now having passed Dionstrath, you are reaching the northern realm of the Greatwood. In breaks in the clouds, when it's not drizzling, freezing rain, you do see really tall mountains rising white with snow. And turning west, traveling some distance until hills are well to the south of you, you come to a stop which identifies itself by a worn sign that says Vardenfell and a stage with some steps down to the ground. And that's it. Vardenfell isn't here. They didn't build I-5 through Vardenfell. And so this is where you get off. Approaching, you have most likely notified the train conductor that we've got a donkey that we got to get off. He's like, oh. But
His name's Boo Boo. Be nice to him.
Boo boo, boo the donkey.
yeah, and so your carriage comes up to the stage. You're able to get your luggage, however much you're carrying, and get off. And down a ways, you see the conductor basically folding down a ramp, and on short order, Boo Boo comes down the ramp.
I thought we would need that today.
You've done this.
And he delivers Boo Boo to you, and up the ramp goes, and the train departs.
If Boo Boo dies a terrible death, everyone's like, no, Boo Boo.
A cold, not quite freezing drizzle falls from the low-grade clouds overhead.
Great.
You are standing with Boo Boo. There is what could generously be called a road, a dirt path, a double line track-ish in the snow that looks like
Someone was here once.
someone was here once. It's
Cool.
not recently,
Okay.
but it is the path that leads into the Vale of Arden. Yeah.
Okay. I'm following her. I
You
don't really
go.
know where we're going.
I'm walking. I assume, even though I haven't actually trained out of the city, I'd been to the train station at least once.
Mhm.
Yeah. I know
Station
my way around.
is a really generous term. Do you remember
You
the
didn't.
beginning?
You didn't see me go like this when I
Yeah.
said station.
Is this like the beginning of Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe, where they're dropped off in the middle
Oh,
of
it's just
nowhere?
like a random platform in the middle of nothing.
Exactly.
Next to a train. Next to a track.
lamppost.
Not maybe.
But not that one.
I mean, it is a snowy wood.
The path eventually takes you down into a stream. And it's a little black stream flowing down from the hills to the southwest of the village. It is a long walk of about 2 hours. Snowy. You're just not seeing a lot of human traffic. There are periodic prints in the snow,
What kind of prints in the snow?
bear and wolf.
Savannah has a very particular fear of bears. Ergo, so does Mehru.
Well, the weird thing about it is it's bear and wolf.
Oh yeah, they don't
They're
travel
friends.
together.
They don't.
Well, this one, the prints you're looking at travel very much together, as in the front seems to be bear and the back seems to be
What?
wolf.
A bear wolf?
That doesn't
Okay.
bode well.
The turtle badgers probably killed.
I don't understand these tracks, but okay.
There used to be a thing.
Excuse me?
There used to be a thing that was kind of a bear. I thought it would be gone by now.
When you say kind of a bear, what else? What makes it like less of a bear and more of a
Thing.
thing?
It was it was an amalgamation of a collection of songs, all tied together, and it was kind of a bear. That was the closest thing. I never got close to it. It was always on the other side of the wall. But it shouldn't have been alive.
It's alive enough to make tracks in this snow.
I noticed that.
Uh-huh. So, did you get like friendly cuddle bear vibes from this bear amalgamation, or
How did you ask that?
No.
I am really afraid of bears. I want you to know that right now. I am not okay with bears.
Okay.
I don't know how else to go on. But
We
we're gonna-
won't go where the tracks are.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that. But
Yeah.
just so we're clear.
I just want to let you know, this is why I didn't want horses.
You telling this now? Boo-Boo is here.
No. Not the bear was why I didn't want the horses. The way that you feel about bears, these are the same feelings in my heart about horses.
Oh, you were very, very. You didn't tell me that in those words.
I didn't
Are
know
you
how you
okay?
felt about bears.
Are you okay with Boo-Boo? He's very nonchalant.
He's fine back there.
He has large ears.
He's not quite a horse.
No, he's not.
He's an amalgamation.
He has large ears and cuddly eyes.
He's a genetic freak.
Meru, if you want to cuddle with the donkey, that's fine.
He's so cute.
And
We have a long way to go. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Whoa.
Well,
We
It takes.
keep eyes out for the bear amalgamation tracks.
There
do
is.
they stay near the path?
They cross the path. There's another point where they cross again. The second crossing, there appears to be deer tracks as well. Well, deer and wolf.
Now, deer and wolf.
Oh dear.
Those really don't go together.
There's a wolf and a wolf.
I don't think the shadow was particularly concerned with how appealing these amalgamations were. I didn't realize there was more than one. That's really unpleasant.
Wait, the shadow made these?
Oh, yeah, when he was.
Did I not mention?
It was when he was bored. When I was sleeping or working and my family wasn't fun to mess with, he went and did this.
No. Oh no. Are there lots of these things or is it just did he rip animals apart and put them back together wrong? Is that
I
what we're
told you I
talking
didn't really see it. I would just feel it on the other side of the wall, and it was more the songs being stitched together. I don't know what that meant physically.
I hate this. Okay. Ew. I feel so uncomfortable.
You come over a small lip of a hill, and you see fields. A few fields, clearly worked in the cold, but like the others you've seen, producing nothing, surrounding a small village.